Another thing, so there is a big difference between declarative memory and working memory. I have extremely beyond normal level declarative memory, especially of the echoic or photographic persuasions. However, I am very much a delayed processor when it comes to an auditory information, meaning like you are telling me something and I am hearing you, but I am not listening. You will tell me something in the moment, can't really give you anything. I am trying to muster up all of the emotion and whatever for the moment, can't do it. And then later on, that's when it will come. I don't know why that is. It's very strange, but I've noticed I do that. The difference between declarative memory and working memory, you can see it in like the serving role. Taking a 10 top, taking a 12 top, having everybody's orders, modifications, drinks, apps, whatever, in its entirety with no errors, easy. Especially when I repeat it back, because that just like, it's my own voice. I don't know, but it just sticks. Working memory, on the other hand, is like the ability to hold steps in your head. I'm terrible at that. Another example of working memory is I am often known to forget what I'm saying in the middle of it, literally in the middle of it. People think just because I smoke a lot of weed that that's the reason. That's not the reason. I have terrible working memory because you can tell me something when I'm high. I'm still going to remember that. But my ability to remember the immediate what is next, I have tried, and it's like, for a while, even though I knew this 100% about myself, it was almost as if I was harboring my own ableism, and so I would be like, no, like internally, I'd be like, no, you don't need to bring paper or write that down or whatever, you're gonna remember all that, and then, I'd go to the grocery store, write nothing down, because it's like the same, right? No, and I would always miss things, and then like, another demand, another task, have to go back to the store, and I woke up. So it's like, okay. That is just to say, there is a difference between declarative memory and working memory. It is actually very common for people with autism to have stronger declarative memory and worse working memory. That's like no characteristic, no thing, Google it. Another interesting factor with declarative memory, the episodic memory typically is a little faulty with people with autism. However, if you are able to tie those episodes to something that is factual, that is where the accuracy comes in. So, for example, for me personally, I can almost always remember the conversation and always remember the situation, who was sitting where, what we were doing. I usually don't put much stock into like details like what are you wearing or something like that, unless it's like important and I know I need to know that. But as far as conversations and like who was there, like those are factual things. Where I struggle is like the perception of the time. What time of the year was this? How long ago was this? How long were we at one place? Like, I am not good at that. What I am good at, though, is in moments, because I know I am really terrible at my perception of time, and that thing, I'm constantly looking at markers. Markers meaning, like, I'm looking at a watch, I'm looking at a clock, I'm looking at, like, a computer screen, because that is a factual memory that I can pull out to help straighten out and corroborate my episodic memories. We were talking for like 6 hours. Was it really 6 hours? I'm usually somebody who habitually, I will, at the start of something, I'll look at the clock, at the end, I look at the clock. So therefore, I'm not having to guess or estimate, because that, I will always be wrong.